Hey friends, Wesley here from Bayside Davis. All of our Bayside campuses are about to embark on an epic journey through the book of Romans. This is one of the theological pinnacle books of the entire Bible. And the theme of Romans is the gospel. In fact, 8 of the 11 occurrences of gospel or proclaim the gospel take place in the introduction and conclusion to the book of Romans. But what is the gospel? I want to read to you the theme of Romans. The theme verses are 1:16 and 17. For I am not ashamed of the gospel, because it is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes, first to the Jew, then to the Gentile. For in it, the gospel, the righteousness of God is revealed, a righteousness that is by faith from first to last, just as it is written, the righteous will live by faith. The term gospel was well understood in the cultural backdrop of the New Testament times. In fact, most people would have known this word outside of the Bible. It was the Koine Greek term euangelion, which means good news. And when we think about the gospel, we think about the person of Jesus, the central message of the Bible, that Jesus Christ died on a cross and rose again from the grave, and that message brings us hope and life and forgiveness and redemption and so much more. The gospel is interesting because we often think of it as a message, but we need to start with the person. Jesus is the embodiment of good news. And everything that he did for you in his life, in his death, in his resurrection, should bring good news leading to hope for your life. A more explanatory, detailed definition of the good news would go something like this. The good news that Jesus, God's Son, came from heaven to earth to die on a cross to forgive us and to heal our broken relationship with God. And he rose again, validating that his sacrifice on the cross was sufficient to forgive the sins of all people who believe in Jesus. I want you to know that Jesus is the good news, and that the good news brings us hope. The book of Romans starts with good news and ends with hope. You have hope today through the good news of Jesus that you can enter into a new relationship with God himself. In fact, verse 17 tells us all you have to do is put your faith in Jesus. You have hope that all of your sins, past, present, and future, are forgiven in Jesus. The guilt, the shame that all of us carry through the mistakes, through the decisions that we regret, we carry in our mind, in our spirit, and Jesus forgives and releases all the guilt and shame we carry. And you have hope for a fresh start through the good news of Jesus. That you can forge a new path, that you can begin a new life, that the old is now in the past and the new is in front of you. You have a brand new future in Jesus. And I don't know about you, but I need to remind myself of the simplicity and power and centrality of the good news of Jesus each week and each day to carry on. Has so much implication for our daily lives, and I want to encourage you with the hope of the good news today. Much love.